Hey, hello everyone. In this video we're going to be doing some water heater maintenance. What we have to do, replace these elements because the water is not lasting, and this temperature pressure relief valve is also leaking, so we're going to be replacing that. This thermal expansion tank is full of water and it's no longer working, and that's what we're going to do. Alright, first thing, before you make any repair, you want to make sure that there is no power to the unit. I already turned the breaker off, but what I'm doing now is double checking and making sure that it was the right breaker. There has been plenty of times where I turned off a breaker that was labeled for that certain appliance, but it was labeled wrong and it was still live power there. Alright, power is dead. I'm going to do one more test. I'm going to go from one leg to ground. Just extra safety. Okay, all power is off. Before you drain any water out, make sure you turn the power off. And if you're working on a gas one, make sure you turn off the gas. Then drain the water completely from the water heater and start your repair. Okay, here are some of the tools you're going to need for this job. You're going to need a screwdriver, 6-in-1. Crescent, and you're going to need a 1.5 inch socket for your heating elements. The little water heater remover tool is crap. I wouldn't invest in one of those. I would have invested in one of these. Last you forever. And you're going to need a 1/16 inch socket driver. That's for the Anode rod, and you're going to need a nice socket wrench. And also, my favorite tool so far is the nut busting Milwaukee, and you're going to see that in action today. Remember guys, safety first. Make sure you drain all the water out. Make sure the power is off first of all before you do anything. And the tools we buy today are to make our job easier, so that's why I'm going to use this guy with this. I'm going to need to use 2 hands for this, so you see what I'm using it for, so you get the picture. Okay guys, I do not use this impact driver to remove it completely. I just use it to break free the nuts without to get rid of all the straining of breaking them loose, having to hold the tank down to break the nuts loose, and then I just go and use the combination of socket wrench and socket to finish off removing the rest of it. Okay, this place is kind of small, not a lot of room to work with, but another thing I like to do is I run me some of my condensate hose, and I run it through my vacuum, my shop vac hose, and I suck as much calcium out as I can. And okay, and once I have cleaned as much of the junk out of it as I can, I proceed to tighten up the elements. Now, I would never recommend using that impact driver that I'm using to break the nuts loose to tighten. Just use your socket wrench. Okay, and we're going to move on to the one that nobody likes to change out, and that's why I recommend just replacing the water heater, because this thing right here is a pain in the butt to get out, and everyone knows what I'm talking about. It's the Anode rod. It sits here. It takes 2 men, sometimes 3 men to get this out. That was my main purpose of buying an impact driver, because I do majority of my jobs by myself, and we're finna get it out. Now, I can't record me doing it because I'm gonna need both hands again. And so, here we go. As you can see, piece of cake. All right, now let me get this out. Not too bad of a shape, but you see the buildup on there, and Well, it's safe to say this guy was doing his job, so I want to replace him. All right. Okay, we have our new one prepped and ready for install. Let's go ahead and install it. Remember, do not use your impact driver to install this. Sole purpose, well, the sole purpose I use it for is to just remove it. Okay. All right, there's one more thing I wanted to show before I get this repair done and over with. Thermal heat trap. I love this stuff. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put some of that around here. So when I'm heating this up, that this tape doesn't melt off the side there, but I'm still getting rid of it wet. It's something I want to do anyway. With this right here, wherever you put this and you put heat, say you put heat, you put this right here and you put heat right here or so, anything from the gel and behind will not get hot. Okay, that's it. Here, just for video purposes, this is where I apply the gel, and this is where I want to be heating it up, so I can remove this valve and replace it. And Zach, I got a good idea. Maybe you should use some of this on your troll, cool them down a little bit. And I might as well say this video is copyright of First Choice Service Air Conditioning, Heating, and Plumbing, and cannot be used by anyone without my permission. And that's funny to say. All right. Wow. Take a look at that temperature pressure relief valve. Okay. What's that? Another tool. Yes, this one is very old. This is an old boy. Made in USA. Alright. And we're gonna finish up. I'm going to mark the date on the relief valve and on the new tank that I put in. I always put the date on stuff. Okay. Yeah, it's full of water. As soon as I pulled it out, water just came pouring out of there. As you can see. So we get the new one put in. And we're gonna wrap it up. And we're basically done. I'm gonna finish wrapping up everything, guys. I'm gonna put my date on here. And gonna check for leaks. Zach, I'm going to steal one from you for a minute. This video was brought to you by Thermal Trap. Works well. I just got done soldering, and look, I'm not going to go anywhere before that, but literally got through soldering like 20-30 seconds ago, and this right here isn't hot. I'm not going to go anywhere closer to the gel, but thought was to protect this Tef tape right there. So gonna wrap it up and check for leaks, guys. All right, we got everything tightened back up. Electricity's back on, and we're done. Oh, look at the water pouring out of this thing. Okay, guys, like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next crazy adventure.